Alrighty, you guys, welcome into No Such Time World, and in this video, I wanted to talk about something I'm doing as recently, and specifically because, one, I couldn't afford to pay the cell phone bill anymore, so I had to just let the service die off. Now, I was never nervous about this. This is something I thought would, help me out money-wise, which it genuinely is. It's helping me out a little bit. Um, but the reason I mainly let it die down is because I have to pay, you know, for where I'm at right now. I have to pay the, the rent for it and all that. So, I wanted to talk about what life is like without mobile service on the go. Now, I this is like my second day without service. Yesterday, I went to the laundromat, okay? And I didn't really feel the need to have my phone. In fact, I took my drawing pad with me, which, if you all know, I'm working on a comic book right now, which I'm on the last chapter of it right now. Which, if you have a chance to check that out, um, I'll try to show you guys where it is at the end of this video. So I'll just do that for you guys. But this is what I took with me. I've been drawing in it now. Just sketches of stuff I want to genuinely do for the comic book I'm drawing out right now. Some of it I'm not going to show you guys because some of it just does. It's pictures I don't really need to be showing here because I wanted to see if I could draw it. So anyway, besides that, I genuinely when I was out doing laundry yesterday, I didn't really feel the need to look at my phone. It was the first time I ever went out without phone service, and since I had phone service, I've always like tried to keep my phones on and all that. But this was the first time in my entire life I've been without service for like 2 days, and I've had a better experience with it in every way. And let me explain why. So, my anxiety would consistently pick up. I would always be on this and being like, well, I need to see what people are doing, if people are viewing my stuff or watching my stuff. And then the day came where I had to let the service shut down. So I was like, okay, well, it's really not that bad after all. I'll be able to tolerate it. And this is my second day. So yesterday wasn't so bad. Yesterday was like maximum out 2 hours of me being out without service. All right. Now today I went to my job, which I was away for a couple hours. I'm using Wi-Fi right now to upload everything and connect. But while I'm at work, I barely felt it, I didn't, again, I can't use my phone, so I wasn't reacting to being like, oh, I need to use my phone to do this. The truth is, I tested this because I wanted to see my experiences and the way I felt about it. And I had no form of anxiety when I was out today. In fact, you know, I was more likely to socialize with the people coming into my job than I was. And there was a moment where I'm walking around and I look down an aisle and I see a really, really, a lot of pretty women, but this one's particularly like really, really stuck out to me. She looked me dead in the eyes, and I started making more eye contact with people because eye contact for people is one main important key factor of forming, you know, any any form of communication, which, like, if you're talking to somebody, you make eye contact with them. People are not used to this. People are definitely not used to it. There was times I made eye contact with some of those women I found very, very attractive, and some of them were not sure. Now, there were other ones who were actually smiling at me when I did it. So the reality of the truth is, I think it's best that we start to take the process of getting ourselves away from technology, getting ourselves away from being on social media so much. Things such as that. Because without those things, your anxiety starts to go down and you start to get a perception of what life is actually like. You have more conversations with people. You start to see things. If you're into girls or women, you see that pretty woman off in the distance. You kind of eye her up, and sometimes you have a conversation with her. And this is something that we as human beings we need to start doing. Was this is one thing that affects a lot of our lives and has made us really, really horrible human beings. The fact that we use internet service on the go, like Twitter, for example. I'm looking at Twitter and there's stuff right now where if you literally look on Twitter, let me show you guys stuff I see on Twitter that I'm just shocked by. And I'll give you an example as to why this you guys need to maybe take a step off of the internet for like a couple hours in a day to get a reality of the truth of things. So let's take a look at Twitter real quick and I'll show you exactly what it is I mean. Oh, right. So this is an account I follow on Twitter now. I made a new Twitter account. I'm not going to show what the name is here because I'm not ready just yet. Because people go to my Twitter account and they harass me and they do stuff and they get me banned. So I have been banned from the last profile. Um, but this right here, this is Alpha Fox. Now, they asked the question, "Are you weird?" And the election is going on right now, so I don't really pay attention to all of it. But this right here is an example of how badly Twitter has affected our line of thinking, okay? The Harris and Waltz campaign says you're weird if you find this woman attractive. All right, so me as a guy, now looking down below in this region, right here, I don't, we have to make sure these are actual women now. Unfortunately, we're at the era where, um, you know, people are like making up their genders and stuff like that. And you know, this is an actual woman now. You can obviously tell because, there's not a lump there and it's obvious she has a vagina. Okay. So, she's obviously a woman. Now, my thing is this line of thinking has come from being on Twitter all day long, being on the internet all day long. That's why when I see such stupid stuff on the internet, it just baffles me because these people that believe in some of this nonsense, it's because they're terminally online so consistently to the point where they believe the stuff they are reading on the internet. In the way this all works, so let me break it down and explain it to you so that way you can understand it better. So, a good example for me to, specify this and to get you to understand it. Okay. So, we look outside, all right, and we can see that the sky's blue. Blue, white clouds, sun in the sky when it's daytime, of course. Now, let's take that line of thinking and say, let's just say the sky, that somebody online says the sky's red. All right. They say it enough time. They say it to a point where people will see that so consistently online and just start to be like, wow, maybe they are onto something. And then you'll get into digging into conspiracy theories and then you start believing other stuff you read. That's why, it's beneficial for us to, step off the internet, do other things. You know, when I'm at work, I'm drawing in my sketch pad like I showed you guys. Or I'm doing something else. I'm literally drawing out a comic book online, which I said I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. But my point I'm trying to make with this is the internet's not good for you to be on all the time. That's why we see so many people confused about their gender right now, because the internet has led us to believe that that's real. Some of the stuff that is on Twitter, like that thing I just showed you with the girl, people officially have put it out there that if you like women as a guy, then you're the big G word, which isn't true. You're straight, you're heterosexual in reality. But the people on the internet lead you to believe that. And I've been around so many people that have terminally been on, especially young people that have anxiety, have paranoia, just get in bad moods when they don't see a person fail or do what they think they're going to do. So the reality, the truth of all this is like, disconnect yourself from the internet, buddy. because it's pretty plain and simple to understand. If you're believing that liking women is wrong, if you believe that nonsense, then there's something wrong with you as a guy. All right? Then it's finally time for you to step off of the internet. Okay? If if I don't know what else to say. I'm making it clear as I speak here, but I really, really think that it's time. Sorry, had my foot itches. But I really, really think it's time for us to take a step back from the internet, get a grasp on reality, go out without our phones. My thing is my experience through all this and not being connected on my phone all the time. I've had better conversations with people. I've made eye contact with women. You know, this whole theory about women feeling uncomfortable and all that about certain things. That's not true. Ladies genuinely love to be complimented. In fact, there was one today I gave a compliment to where she had a piercing right here, and I asked her about it, and I told her I was like, "That looks cute on women." And she's like, ladies like to hear that kind of stuff. So the reality of the truth is this ball you're living in, this internet ball, this ball where you're on Twitter excessively. Time to snap out of it, buddy. Get out of your egg. Get out of your box. Because Twitter's not a real place. Twitter is a fake place. And that's why, you know, we've fallen victim to that because Elon Musk knows he can manipulate it. Elon Musk is the controller of AI, isn't he? So the reality of the truth is sometimes some of that news stuff you see on the internet, it can be paid actors. It can be people showing up to act to do a certain thing. Like I don't think Islam, eh, I don't think England has a bunch of Islamic people showing up like that. I just don't believe that. I'm gonna be honest. And so the reality of the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, get off Twitter. Get off the internet. Disconnect yourself from your phone a little bit and just get out and enjoy life, man. Get out and see that pretty girl. You know, I made a joke. But I'm looking, uh, throughout the day, I do still get on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter excessively, but I do get on it briefly. And I'm seeing pictures of pretty women in nature. And I made a Pokemon joke. I was like, man, if 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 this was anything, how do I put that? Pokemon are no longer animals. Pokemon are beautiful women out in nature. Go catch one as a guy. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a better time in life without my phone and be connected on the go than I was a few weeks ago. So, but anyway, let's get over to the comic book website I'm on, and I don't know if I can put the link there, but just pause the video and look at the link above, and you'll figure out where I am. So, let's get over to there. All right, so this is my comic book that I started like a while back. I started it like a couple months ago, and I progressed through it. I'm almost on the last episode. Wow, I got a lot of views. But anyway, if you go over and you click here, you can see I had a lot of views on that though. That's surprising. Alright, so I'm on the last episode, which is like episode 12 right now. But yeah, this is what I do on my free time, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, like my drawing is like really, really good compared to like what it was when I first started. Like here's an example of, what it's like when I first started. This is just like a history of me a little bit and like something I went through that just really, really, I don't know. It, it was a moment I dealt with. So actually, right here's the beginning of it. So as you can see, like the drawing was just like rough, but yeah, like I was trying to do anime stuff and I like just could not get it from the start. So as you can see, yeah, like it's just a story I've been writing. If you go to my other channel, you'll understand why I'm like busy writing this. But yeah, as you can see, that's what I'm doing on my free time. And like, as you can see, even the views, I got a lot of views right here. I got 1K views. I don't know. I guess that's all combined down here, but um, I'm doing pretty good on it. I don't really have any followers, so if you want, please follow me, subscribe over here, and I'm gonna post this elsewhere. But yeah, I'm enjoying doing this, and I hope you guys out there that are viewing it enjoy too. So I'm down to one chapter. I'm working on it right now as we speak. About to do it after I'm done making this video. All right, so there you have it. Yeah, the comic book takes on topics that really just like are things I've been through, but like kind of connecting them to Bible stuff and how to handle stuff and all that. So, but yeah, that's about it for me. If you like this, hit the like button. If you like it, also subscribe. And I hope you learned a little bit of something from this. That like being connected to the internet all day long on Twitter or social media is not a very good thing to be doing. So I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, till next time.